Hey, 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 what is up? What is up? Oh, man. Hey, you see I'm bumping over here. Turn this clown ass shit down. All right. Clown ass shit down. God damn. Nigga ain't that happy. God damn. What is up? What is up? This is the No I Don't Know podcast. You already know what it is. Stop all the hooping and hollering and acting like you don't know. I know you at the goddamn plantation today, so stop acting like you wasn't with y'all working asses. And niggas probably was telling at work today. You know that Shaquanda told me that she really didn't like you. Am I gonna get a better bonus? Fuck out of here. You tell them about the gun line boss ass niggas. This is the No I Don't Know podcast. What else I about to say? I'm your boy Warren G. Been clown free and sucker free since 2003. Hey, I know I'm late as fuck. I was at the plantation myself. Shout out to Noog too. Noog hit me up. She is a part of the show, motherfucker, so don't get it twisted. She just busy. She too busy pimping them hoes downtown. She hit me up and told me that one of these bitches was basically asking if they had an insurance plan, you know, for running the streets and selling that pussy. And Nuke texted me and told me she had to remind this bitch that, you know, I didn't want to have to check this bitch. So I said, all right, Nuke, just do your thing. But anyway, hey, man, we about to move on and keep it moving. Man, you know what I've been thinking about? That's why when I started the show, you know, I just bump my music. This is what I've been thinking about. How to focus on what matters most. It is hard to focus on what matters most because you got all this other clown shit going on. You got the Republicans saying one thing, the Democrats saying one thing, and you got conscious people that's really trying to tell you what it is. Then you got your family and your friends telling you, Jesus said it, Jesus said it, that bullshit. So you don't really know what the hell's going on. You gotta know what to focus on. Hey man, I'm telling you, what matters most right now is reparations. Where's the money at? What is owed to us and what do we deserve? And that's what we need. But it does sound a little foolish. I know. There's two sides to it. It does sound foolish because you go into the system that enslaved you and asking for money, but that's the money that you rightfully deserve and that you are owed. And I feel like people are getting into all these different discussions and fighting and fussing about that shit, and I don't like that shit. I was looking on Twitter how they was like going at Talib Kweli. I think the shit was whack. The reason why is because sometimes I feel like we lose sight of what the goals are. I see niggas going at Dr. Claude Anderson, and then it's the back and forth, and I was like that shit got to be put to rest. That's why I feel like use the platform for good. No, what we supposed to be doing is all piling on to go after the lady that made a mockery out of Nipsey Hussle's death. That's what niggas should be focusing on. That's what I'm saying. We got to have unity. And I feel like we don't have that these days. I think in this climate, everybody just clout chasing. That's why niggas went and bought all them funeral tickets for Nipsey Hussle's funeral and then was turning around and selling them on eBay and shit. Because niggas always got to have a hustle and niggas always got to make a hustle and all that. But I'm going to keep repeating the same shit over and over again. I want to know if these niggas was listening to him when he was alive and he was talking and make sure our agenda is taken care of. And I'm not talking about no clown ass Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, same clown shit. Even what's his name? Clowny Sanders? Oh, I mean Bernie Sanders. That shit, that's a problem. To me, this my perspective. To me, we focus too much on symbolisms and symbols. I hate to keep bringing this up. Even I saw when they named the street Nipsey Hussle Street, whatever. You can look at his brother and they wasn't smiling happy. Their brother is dead. What does that fucking mean? When the same people that was harassing him, trying to run up in his place and trying to get him on racketeering and all kinds of shit, now he dead. Now y'all want to name a street after him. It's like, bring me my flowers while I yet live so I can see the beauty that they bring. Translation? Hey, nigga, don't get to talking about what a good nigga I was when I'm casket sharp. Nigga, talk about me right now. Nappy hair and all. Focus on what matters most. That's another thing. When you see another melanated brother and sister, focus on what matters most. Focus on, okay, what's their temperament? You know, I know they probably having a rough day. Don't focus on, oh, they got an attitude or I'm not fucking with them and all this other stuff. Now, there's some black people that you just can't say. Some of these black people, they be on some bullshit. I'll tell you that right now. But some of these motherfuckers, I be like, God damn, man, you really finna act like that? That's how they act. And there ain't really nothing you can do. What you gonna do? What you gonna say? I look at it like this. It's not your goal to be somebody's confident or therapist or all this other shit. Your goals, dreams, ambitions are gonna be different from everybody else's, but you still gotta focus on what matters most. Like I mentioned on the last podcast when I was talking to this elderly lady, and she was like, "Oh, I don't want Donald Trump to win because, Lord Jesus." It's like, okay, first of all, you're praying to Kurt Rambis, a Kurt Rambis Pau Gasol mix with a perm press Just For Me kit on the wall. So if you're playing to something that looks like them, like where do you even get your power from? How does that work? So I just think a lot of the shit is confusing, and we argue too much about shit that don't matter. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't agree with the methods of going after Dr. Claude Anderson and going after people and all. Look, man, you can take that focus and put it into putting the work in. These platforms, we gotta use them, especially people that got a lot of followers. Use that platform for good, not for evil. Unless you on some Corey Holcomb and you calling the whole ass shit out, I don't really be want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? And even to that effect, even if I follow a lot of people on YouTube, and just it's a great thing to get a different variety of education. Hell, I got more education on YouTube listening to Claude Anderson, Dr. Boyce Watkins, all these other people, the ADOS movement. I got more education. Dr. Phil Valentine, I got more education just listening to them than going to somebody's fucking 4-year college and so they can give me a degree that I gotta pay all this money for, that white people just gonna cheat and put their kids in school and buy it anyway. It's a fact. That's what I'm saying. Focus on what matters most. When they came out with that scandal about those people cheating to put their kids into school, that should have made most black parents and most black kids say, okay, maybe I might need to rethink this going to a 4-year school and paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to go there when white people just cheat anyway. I really think that, we got to do something different, and there's ways of doing it, and there's ways of going around doing it, but we gotta have unity too. You know what I'm saying? I think we don't have that. And social media is social media. It's not real. It's like the Matrix. It's not real. Half those people that's following you are probably bots anyway. You see people with 100,000 followers, on these social media platforms, but very seldom you go on a channel and people really fuck with them. It's a lot of channels where people really fuck with them, but it's a lot of channels where they're just bots and they basically just following a trend, because that's what YouTube does anyway. It's just an algorithm that they push. If you trending, they gonna push the algorithms, especially if you partner with them and you do the super chat. They really gonna push your page because they taking 40% of the profit. That's what everybody's been saying. So it's like, we gotta understand what it is. Focus on things that really matter. For instance, we gotta start focusing on, okay, how are we gonna buy back the block so they don't gentrify our neighborhoods? I think about that all the time. You know what I'm saying? It may not seem like it, but I always be like, damn, like what the fuck can I do on the west side of town? If I had the money, man, that whole shopping center that's on the west side, I put all kinds of business over there. And I'm not just running my mouth, because you just need businesses and security. That's all that is. If you have real security and a real business savvy mind, you can get people in there. I just think we don't value our own because we feel like it comes from us. You know what I'm saying? And then niggas always be wanting to hook up. But when niggas want to hook up with other niggas, but when it comes time to buy that Gucci, niggas want to pay full price for the Gucci so they can brag and be like, shit, nigga, I paid $500 for this Gucci t-shirt. Nigga, I paid $1,000 for the sandals, that type of shit. But when it came time for Lonzo Ball and LeVar Ball and them to start their business, they got ridiculed and criticized. Whether if Lonzo Ball is doing good or not in the NBA, the point is he should have sold out. Everybody should have been supporting it because he's trying to do something different. But you know why? Because you have people that are advocates of the system that's like, fuck that. Go with Nike. Go with Adidas. Some shit you'll never own, but you'll get a fat check. That's why I get tired of people talking about, oh man, you know, no. And niggas fighting each other and all this other stuff. And then everybody looking around like, cause now the reparations conversation is like a national conversation now. Now everybody got to talk about it because it's such a galvanizing movement. So now everybody's talking about it. So now you like, in reparations, you see what happened with Bernie Sanders when he's on the Breakfast Club. They shouldn't write a check. So we can talk about it, but this is my honest opinion. Niggas ain't getting shit. We going to the same people that enslaved us, who made these fuckery ass moves. I'm tired of niggas with this. Oh, I gotta, look, let me tell you something. Whether you got a law degree or you a doctor and all this other shit, you work for this system, and the system is corrupt. These are the same people that got free labor for 500 years. They're not giving us no money. That's a fact. That's why it's a couple of books that I'm about to get after I get done reading King Simon's book, Numerology. And I think I'm about to start researching, because I know Dr. Phil Valentine, he's got a school, and I want to check that shit out too. Because man, Dr. Phil Valentine is dope, and I just want to expand my horizons and just quest for more shit to learn. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, it is difficult when you're working at the corporate plantation. They niggas got you working 15, 20 hours a day. It's like, but my thing is this, still focus on what matters most to you. Don't even focus on them. Don't even give them motherfuckers no energy. Get around people that if you gonna vent, they really understand where you're coming from. I'm talking about even if they black. Don't get around people that will be an advocate of the system. And you like, what you mean, Warren? If you like, damn, these motherfuckers, hey man, just be happy you got a job, shit. Cause that's Coon Sambo talk to me. That is systematically, socially engineered into black people's brains. Just be happy. Of course you happy you got a job. Nigga, if you wasn't thankful that you had a job, you wouldn't get up and go to that motherfucker every day. But I'm gonna tell you this though. The system is so good, they got you thinking that if you don't work 8 times harder than the average white person, then you lazy. That's why it's time for us to start thinking and thinking outside the box, not focusing on shit that don't matter. Like me, I don't have time to be getting into it with niggas. That's my people. We just gonna have to agree to disagree. And we can agree to disagree. And if I don't fuck with you, cool, because everybody ain't built like you. But we still gotta, like I keep saying, focus on what matters. Like I'm saying, fuck these goddamn immigrants. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you coming over here and you getting benefits that are owed and due to my people, native melanated people, and you come over here and get these fucking benefits and looking down on melanated people, then I hope they deport all you motherfuckers. And I'll be right there. Yeah, get their ass up out of here, because that's some bullshit. Because you can't go to no other country and just think you finna just parlay on their system and then go to Libya and think you gonna parlay on Libya's system and then talk shit about some Libyans and be laughing at them. Man, yeah, I hang your ass out to dry. That's what I'm saying. It's only over here. It's only over here a white woman could do what happened to Emmett Till and say, oh, he whistled at me, and then the motherfucking racist Caucasians go get him and just crucify him. And then this bitch is still living. No, you better check. I don't know if it's Bangladesh. I was looking on my Twitter, Bangladesh. Yeah, this girl said that somebody was sexually harassing her. They burned that bitch alive. Facts. I bet you if those type of rules, then you would have bitches running their mouth talking about, oh my God, he raped me, and ain't shit happened. Like the young black brother who just kissed a white bitch and he got 12 years in prison. Now what kind of shit is that? Now, what kind of shit is that? Now, did she say that he raped her after she was sucking his dick or before? Because you know that's what it is. See, these races, they come and look, man. I'm not talking to the confident Latinos and confident Asians, confident. Let me tell you something. I come from LA. And let me tell you, the confident Asians, confident Latinos, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. But the ones that are insecure and self-absorbed, those are the motherfuckers that want to dress like us and talk like us and listen to our music and then be calling us nigga every chance they get. Like the Mexican girl that's on Black Ink Chicago. Oh, y'all niggas ain't shit and woo woo woo. And I'm like, damn, they just letting her just nigga this and nigga that. And then the first thing a motherfucker come up with is this. Oh, well, why y'all get to say and I don't? Nigga, because you're not black and you're not melanated. You didn't build this country. See, they handled it. You know, I think the way they handled it according to their level of education. But once you start reading They Came Before the Columbus, once you start reading the burglary, once you start reading the ISIS papers and Nittany Fuller Jr. and reading Slavery by Another Name, and you start reading those books, no, you don't have a right. And give you an etymology dictionary and tell you what it really means. No, you don't have a right to say that. It's more than just a term of endearment. And two, I'm tired of explaining that shit to people. Anybody that's watching this, don't explain shit to nobody. Fuck them. Only explain it to your people. Motherfucker of another race ask on some dumb shit, well, why do you guys say it? Be like, I don't know, man. You need to get a book and find out. Just don't say that shit around me. Facts. Because you ain't the spokesman for all black people. And everybody that's on YouTube ain't the spokesman for all black people. You got your audience. And everybody got their different audience and their own picks and choose and their own perspective. I'm just not going to be on here fighting and arguing with people. Because to me, our common goal should all be, hey, where the fuck is the money that y'all owe us? That's a fact. And there's strategic ways of how to do it. That's why after I read numerology book, I think I'm going to download some books that Dr. Phil Valentine wrote. I'm going to look up some books. I know he wrote some books. Screwhead. Hey, what's happening, man? Kodak Black out of jail, people. Thought he got kidnapped. Man, ain't nothing. Look, ain't nobody get kidnapped. And first of all, Kodak Black is what the dominant society love. Don't get that shit twisted, man. The dominant society, the system of white supremacy, they love people like Kodak Black. He's very disrespectful. You know, come on, man. That man just passed away. I mean, he got, to me, that wasn't a murder. That was an assassination. And when he got assassinated, when Nipsey Hussle got assassinated, everybody know that's an unspoken rule or law. Just like, man, you don't speak on a dead man's wife. You know, they still grieving. Come on, man, have respect. Okay, I can see 2, 3 years, 4 years, not right after. But a lot of us, we not raised that way. No, because these motherfuckers, they see how we act and how we conduct ourselves, and we so big on symbolism, so people feel like they can do that. That's why I said, you can't go to Libya. You can't go to motherfucking certain parts of Africa. You can't go to Cameroon. You can't go to these places and just parlay on their system and then be talking shit about them. But this is the only place I've known where, yeah, he cooning. That's a fact. I'm reading from the chat room. He's a fucking clown. He's straight cooning. Excuse my, no, you good. He is cooning. Look, let me tell you something. Everybody act like it's just black coons. No, it's white coons, Mexican coons, Asian coons too. I seen him at the plantation all the time in there dry snitching. I don't care what race you are. If you get a high on dry snitching and telling on somebody, you a fucking coon. You are a Hayward Shepherd. And if you a man and you doing that, you shouldn't even be able to look yourself in the mirror. For real. Unless you able to confront that person and tell them yourself, hey man, I let them know you was on some bullshit. For real. Other than that, leave it alone. And that's why they like people like Kodak Black. That's just my opinion. This is my perspective. They like that type of shit because this is how he sound. You can barely understand what he's saying. You know, you can tell that the level of education that he has is probably very minimal. And you know, that's what the dominant society likes. They like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't, that's the type of music they want. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of spokesman that they want for hip hop music. Somebody like him. Oh man, I like, you know, hey, no, ain't gonna be a weirdo out here. Whoever was right there should have been like, hey man, you need to chill out on that shit. They should have ended his shit and been like, nah, he apologized. No. And delete that shit. But no, you just saying it, then you get all mad because motherfuckers is like, hey nigga, what you doing? We don't know who we are. And we focus on shit that don't matter. What matters most to you? Reparations, the money we get? Look, I'm just going to keep it a buck. Man, these white people ain't finna give us shit. We can talk about that shit all we want, but this is my personal opinion. I don't think we getting shit. Damn, that was my phone. Shit, my shit probably about to die. Oh, my bad. Look, somebody texting me. My bad. Hold on, y'all. So hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh, my bad. But yeah, let me read this from the chat room. My bad, y'all. Sorry, SoundCloud, if you're listening. Fuck, I don't give a fuck. It's the internet anyway. You would think he would get the idea that whites are trying to get him locked up, but he is blind to it and thinks money will get him out of the situation, and government and police want his money. Well, of course. That's why they give it to you. Think about it. Hey, check this out. Go on YouTube when you get a chance. Don't do the shit right now. It don't matter. I don't care. But when you get a chance, go on YouTube and look at the gift and the curse of the lottery. And then and this ain't just black people and Mexican. No, it's white people on there talking about what happens when you go from being poor to simply just being fucking filthy rich, and you just don't know what to do with your money. You don't know what to do with your time, and the pressure, and then you on TV and everybody know you got millions. It's crazy. It's like a drug. And see, let me tell you, economists, and not even economists, let me tell you, psychiatrists, psychologists, they know what money does, especially to black people, or no, black people. Fuck that, I ain't saying poor people, I'm talking about black people. They know what it does to black people when you go from poor to super rich really fast. And you don't even have to be super rich. You could be just rich enough to go buy you a fresh ass car and not have to go to work every day. You know what that could do to a black man's ego or a black woman's ego? And they gotta, I'm talking about you living in the slums of the slums. It's a mind fuck. It'll destroy your psyche if you let it. I've seen it happen. And people don't understand that the police, those entities are put in place so they can just take the money back from you. That's a fact. What y'all think that, man, police policies. That's why I want to delve into sovereign citizens. I'm telling you, that's what Wesley Snipes was on, being a sovereign citizen. You know, if you want to be a Moor, you can be a Moor and be sovereign. Oh, I'm about to learn that shit too. I'm not just talking shit. Oh, I'm definitely about to learn that. Because if you look on the back of your goddamn Social Security card, I've touched on this before. You got that writing that's in red. That lets you know which Federal Reserve Bank you're a part of. Here's the funny part, and I hope everybody's listening. White, black, Mexican, y'all all slaves. Because you got a Social Security card, clown. That's your slave number. Because you were born in debt. Go look at your original birth certificate. Not the clown that's one you made a copy of. It's got bank stamps all over. Your debt's already been sold. You're in debt, clown. You were born in debt. You are a debt. That's why you got a Social Security number and you got to go work a job. Everything is a debt. And then why you think all these fucking major corporations are LLCs? Because they're incorporated. Oh, I want to learn all that shit. This is what I think about. I'm reading from the chat room. What do you think about Floyd Mayweather? This is what I think about Floyd Mayweather. I think Floyd is unbelievably talented. I think that there will never be another like him as far as boxing wise, because the nigga was just kicking niggas' asses. That's a fact. And I don't think they like that. And I think that he partnered up with Al Heyman and Bob Arum and those people, and he got his shit together. And he was able to take the boxing game over by storm. Now, do I feel like he owes us something? Not really. And here's the reason why. It's because that's his money. And it's not my job to tell another nigga what he's supposed to do with his money. It's my job, I feel, as a YouTuber or just a person on YouTube, to just give my perspective on what I would do and what I would like to do. But as far as telling a nigga what they should do with it, he can do what the fuck he want to do with his money. That's a fact. That's the problem. Sometimes, we get off cold, we don't get on cold, but to me, I feel like if less people would stop attacking Floyd, he need to get back to the hood, or he need to do this. I don't know what Floyd does. Floyd probably could do a lot of things for the hood. He probably is doing a lot of things for the hood. We don't know, but that is his money. And you don't know how you're going to act in those situations when you get the money. So, hey, I ain't mad at Floyd for making those hundreds of millions of dollars and he want to chill, laid up, and do his thing. Do your thing, Floyd. Much power and respect to him. I'm happy to see a black man get his money. Yeah, you're right. I'm reading something from the chat. I think people hate that he has money and not because of his boxing. That's a fact. That's a fact too. I'm talking to the chat room right now, y'all, but that's a fact. You're not lying about that. You know they don't want his black ass. Look, let me tell you something. Las Vegas, this is how I feel. I'm gonna just say this. I felt like Las Vegas was like, fuck, we kind of need this nigga because he brings a lot of money to the city. Think about it. When that nigga Floyd Mayweather was fighting, I would say the last 7 years. I would say the last 7 or 8 years that Floyd has been fighting. Every time, especially the last, let's just say the last 7, we'll go 7 or 6 years when Floyd would fight. I ain't gonna lie. I was definitely getting the goddamn fucking subscription on Showtime with clown ass DirecTV. I don't give a fuck how much it costs. Because I not only did I want to support them, but I felt like other races support their people. And hell yeah, people was rooting to see him lose. And you're right, people don't want to see him with money. And I feel good when I see him. Yeah, I may not have no money, but it feels good to know that it is possible. And niggas don't know, that nigga was struggling. You know what I'm saying? Before. And now he's able to build his whole little empire. I don't hate on you. You don't have time for that, man. That's the problem. It be too many niggas, to me, going after people with money, and you don't know they struggle. You don't even know what they doing personally. But we feel like, because we on YouTube, we could just go on. Now, there's certain people, they deserve it. Like Oprah's big head clown ass, then fuck that bitch. Because you wanted to smile with Michael Jackson back in the day, and then, you know, when he warned you about the gay mafia and all these other motherfuckers that didn't like him because of, you know, how he dominated the music industry, you just kind of like didn't play sides. You know those type of motherfuckers that's like, oh, well, I'm neutral. You know, I'm cool with everybody, that shit. And then look at what happened when he died. She partners up with the motherfuckers and do the Leave and Never clown ranch. That's some bullshit. Leave and Never, no, what it should have been called, now the Jacksons need to do a documentary called The Neverland Ranch Excommunicating White People. That's what it should be called. The Neverland Ranch not fucking with white people. Cause that's some bullshit. And then you gonna partner up with them, and then the director, then the dates ain't matching up, and them niggas is lying and shit. It came out that there's a lot of false narratives in the stories and shit. Now they gotta recant statements, and then Oprah deleting her shit and taking it down. Man, fuck that bitch, man. Those are the type of people that need to be charred and feathered. You kicked off the set and don't fucking come back. You and Gail, fuck all of them, like they had Gail interview R. Kelly. Robert, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Why don't y'all go interview Harvey Weinstein's homeboys? Why don't you go interview his victims? I want to hear that shit. They gonna always hate on people like Floyd because Floyd don't take no bullshit and he do what he gotta do to survive. And that's the problem. You know, to me, I'm gonna tell you this. Shit, get my phone about to die. I'm gonna tell you this. We gotta do more of staying on code, like our brother Neely Fuller Jr. says, and we have to know that money, resources should not divide us. Look, y'all always hear me talking about this in Neely Fuller Jr.'s book. There's a chapter in here. I forgot what chapter it is. I ain't gonna lie. My memory be blanking me sometimes. Where the system of white supremacy, the dominant society uses racial showcasing confusion. And that basically, they find one nigga who poor or ain't really have a lot and is talented, and they get that nigga the money, and then they want everybody to model their behavior after him, and then they just give it to him, and then they know he gonna do nigga shit with it, and then they know it's just gonna cause a bunch of confusion amongst black people. That's what I got out of it, and it's true. It's true. It's like, I look at it like this, even the NBA. The NBA, they want, look, they're taking the Steph Curry and Klay Thompson model, and you want to know why they're pushing it so heavy to make it a three-point league? So more Europeans and white people can play in it. That's a fact. Go watch the 90s. If you ain't Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Bill Laimbeer, Detlef Schrempf, John Paxson, Scott Skiles, I'm talking about real ballers. Tim Legler. Like real white ballers, white chocolate, them niggas. Larry Bird, I'm talking about real ballers. That's white, that's not scared of niggas, that's here to fucking play and don't play no fucking games. Think about it. Other than that, who else can you name? I'm talking about real basketball. Other than that, in the 90s, you hardly, if you saw a white boy, he could really play. Like really, 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 really play. Now, every other team I look at is all, a lot of it be white boys. And I just be like, what the fuck are they doing in the league? They're not athletic. They can't compete. But they're there. You got clowns like JJ Redick still being a topic because it's clown ass, to me, white and can barely shoot a jump shot. But if you look at JJ Redick and you'd have put him back in the 90s or the early 2000s, he would have never played. He would have never played. But hey man, I digress. We just gotta understand, don't let resources divide you. Don't let it conquer your mental thinking. And that's miscellaneous bullshit. That's Play-Doh. You can mold that however you want. I'll be happy when I see niggas in they Maybachs or in they Beamers. I'm always, you know, I'll be at a light and see a nigga pull up in his car and he just look at me crazy instead of just, you should be happy. You should be like, hey man, what's happening, man? You ride nice. You probably living a good life. But a lot of these, because I know what it is, because a lot of these black people, they're not happy. You know why? Because they got to do a lot of ass kissing and ass licking just to get that money. And doing a whole bunch of fuckery ass shit just to get it. And telling on niggas and becoming one of them. I told you already. Hollywood, corporate America, NBA, NFL. And I forgot to, it's all the same paradigm. It's all the same shit. You can't say what you want. You got to be politically correct about everything. It's a fact. But I think we more worried about, oh, well, you're ADOS? Well, you can't be a part of this movement. Man, I don't believe in none of that shit. I believe this. Unity is what makes shit happen. Let me tell you something. That blue line that those police hold up, that's all across the United goddamn States of America. That ain't just in one city. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop coming together and focusing on Nipsey's death in such a negative way. But we got to take that and be like, oh, but what was he really trying to do? What was his goals, his dreams? What was he really trying to do? Let me do some research. Okay, I need to pull from that, and I can use that to start talking to these young people who were affected about, hey man, we got to come up with a master plan. It's a fact. Do you think basketball players should be fined when they react to fans saying racial slurs at them at courtside seats? Well, this is my honest opinion, because I saw what Russell Westbrook did, and I don't blame him. That dude, like, he didn't beat the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just be honest. I'm glad Russell Westbrook did that. First of all, those fans, you know what you're doing, and you know what you're saying. And this shit has probably been going on. It's just most athletes won't address it. But Russell Westbrook did, and I'm glad he did. And then you had the owner of the Utah Jazz coming out talking about we don't condone that. Man, bitch, please. That's why don't know niggas want to play in Utah. The only nigga that played in Utah was clown-ass Karl Malone. And he was a fucking Sambo his damn self. And no, they shouldn't get fined. Why should he get fined because you know they probably called him a nigga. That's probably what it is. You fucking nigger, you monkey or something. You know, I'm already knowing what the fuck goes on. So it's like, I'm glad Russell Westbrook did that and he shouldn't have got fined. No, they should have fucking kicked that fan out. 86 to where you can never come to a Jazz game ever fucking again. Period. And then they should have let it be known. And if anybody else come here and do it, and then what the owner should have said, and I don't care if black people do use the N-word. White people, y'all not using it. We'll deal with the black people accordingly, but y'all not using it. See, that's the thing. You know, to me, I feel like I'm not saying that it's not black fans that be trying to push buttons and all that, but it's different when it's a black fan be like, oh my nigga, you trash. That's different from a white friend like, you fucking nigger, or it's totally different, and white people know that. That's a fact. That's why when you start talking about race, motherfuckers, they start sweating and getting the bubble guts, and then white fragility takes place. Go get that book, White Fragility. Then they start deflecting and acting like, oh, well, we've got Obama. It's always that, or oh, it ain't so bad. And when you go through a racist situation, they downplay it like it ain't that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, he shouldn't have got fined. That fan lucky he didn't beat the shit out of him. Or he didn't grab his ass up and choke. Really, what I think, they like when you're a high-profile superstar NBA player, your bodyguard should be there all the time. And his bodyguard should have shoved the shit out of his ass. That's what should have happened. And once you know that, then yeah, sue his bodyguard. And then see, that's how you get that. Oh, go ahead, sue my bodyguard. I'll just pay his shit. Then after that, you ain't getting shit. So let me read something. Marshall Lynch, you know why I'm here? What's Marshall Lynch? Let me tell you, man. The system of white supremacy, to me, it's such a good system, and it's damn near a dominant and perfect system. It's got glitches in it because we be thinking like, we can't do nothing. And you're right, a lot of it they do control. But there are certain Caucasians that are put in place that ain't on that fuck shit. There's certain Caucasians that are more on some, you know what? I respect this young black brother or this young black sister. Oh, you mean Marshawn Lynch? Exactly. And look, think about it. I'm glad you said Marshawn Lynch. Let me tell you, Marshawn Lynch is the perfect example of how you should be. I'm sorry. He don't smile with you. I'm here so I don't get fined. Or Rasheed Wallace. Both teams play hard. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because then when you start telling people how you look, when Allen Iverson was like, man, y'all talking about practice and my homeboy just died? And y'all talking about practice? Man, get the fuck out of here. I play hard every day. And they made such a big deal of it. Even had me thinking when I was younger, like, oh, he's lazy. He doesn't want to go to practice because the media, which is controlled by Caucasians, it ain't controlled by black people, that negative energy, they feed on it and they play it on repeat. Just like Don Lemon's clown ass when Talib Kweli checked his ass. And then he got embarrassed. Then he go try to say, oh, well, trust me, if I wasn't for our struggle, then I wouldn't air this. Man, get the fuck out of here. He still would have told. It was still on YouTube. Somebody was still filming. It was on YouTube. Fuck out of here. No, you was reporting fake news and trying to create this false narrative that niggas out there just acting a goddamn fool when really they are trying to incite a riot and be a gaslighter to those young black people because black people want to protest. That's why Marshawn Lynch is a perfect example. I'm here so I don't get fined. Don't go into detail. Don't be smiling and buck dance. A lot of motherfuckers just want to buck dance and smile and be a grinning nigga. What you being a grinning nigga for, man? Just do your thing. You ain't got to do all that shit. They don't respect you anyway. Go ahead and work hard for them, clown. Go ahead and go to the 4-year college. Go ahead, clowns. Go ahead and go. Dumb white people just told you what they really think about a 4-year college. Fuck y'all. I got the money. My kids ain't working hard for shit. I'll just cheat. If you ain't cheating, you ain't working. That's a fact. That's on the corporate fucking plantation. That's in Hollywood. It's all cheating. Period. How you think these people accumulate wealth? Not because they worked hard. They got it off the backs of black labor. Go get that book, by the way, Black Labor by Wealth by Dr. Claude Anderson. And then you know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's a fact. But people don't want to hear that because when you start talking about that, they always be talking, oh, it was so long ago. Clown. You better read Slavery by Another Name. It was not so long ago. That's why I always be bringing up, oh, well, the Chinamen built the railroads. First of all, the Chinese people probably volunteered to do that shit anyway. And plus, everybody else got reparations for anything that United States of America did to them. The Japanese got their fucking money. The Jews get their money every year. Let's never forget the Holocaust. Man, get the fuck out of here. But y'all didn't build shit over here, though. That's the shit that boggles my mind. But you didn't build shit over here, though. Niggas built the shit over here, and then all y'all did was come here and build the patent office so you can steal all the niggas' ideas and shit, and then keep them as your own. Like they got everybody thinking that Henry Ford is responsible for the first automobile. No, clown, he's responsible for the mass production of the automobile. He's not responsible for the first automobile, but that's the type of false narrative that they give you. That's why when you go to school, it's everything about them. World history and all this other shit. But you notice in world history, it's never about, oh, well, the Africans, they were doing this. Look, you want to know who you are? Go get They Came Before Columbus by Ivan Van Sertima. That'll tell you what you need to know. Go read the Browder Files by Anthony Browder. And then if you're feeling a little stressed out, and you just read Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome by Dr. Joy DeGruy. And if you want to know from a psychiatry standpoint about racism, read the ISIS Papers by Dr. Francis West Wilson. If you want to know the statistics on how many of us have been put in prison, in the prison and pipeline system, then go get Michelle Alexander, The New Jim Crow. Go get those books. I say the same ones all the fucking time. I read other books, but I say them all the fucking time. It's like, come on, man. What else do y'all need? No, because we too busy taking NFL sports players, and we be thinking that, oh, that's all, that's why most kids, I want to be a football player. I want to be a basketball player. That clown ass shit. Or I want to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? That's fine to be that as long as you're not trying to be a regular exec or you trying to be independent, because they don't want no independent shit. They don't want none of that INDEP, that bullshit. They don't want none of that clown shit. They can't make no money off that. That's why they went to streaming. Oh, internet streaming. 500,000 streams is one album. Nigga, what? How am I gonna make some money off that? They got y'all thinking Drake is making a whole bunch of money. Nigga, like 1,500 streams is that's like one copy. What the fuck is that? Oh, he got 30 million streams. 30 million streams? Get the fuck out of here, man. Anything they put their hands on, it's gonna be corrupt. They cheat. So while you preparing your kid to go to UCLA or USC or Loyola Marymount University and all this other shit, man, please, why my cousin got a degree from Loyola Marymount University? She was working at fucking Target, man. I want to hear that shit. I said that shit. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, them degrees don't mean shit if you don't do no fucking networking. And she probably paid an arm and a leg to go there while the niggas is just paying to get in there. They literally paying the nigga to go take the test, paying the nigga to pretend like he played a sport there so you can put all that shit on their shit, and then they graduate with a degree that they never even earned. Because if they was cheating just to get their kids on admissions and get their kids past everything, that's probably cheating with the final and everything else. Come on, man. If I had billions and billions of dollars and I donated, let's say I donated $500,000 to UNLV, nigga, they not fucking with my kid. That's a fact. If I had a child and I donated $500,000 to UNLV, they not fucking with my kid. They not going even, they not fucking with my kid. They gonna be like, oh no. But then again, they might not, because they're like, oh, well, he's a nigga. Those rules we don't care how much money you got. The nigger rule applies. That's how they be towards me, probably. But shit, you be white? Why you think them when they put them charges? Where the mug shots at for these white women? Why they not talking about it? Of course they're not talking about it because they don't want motherfuckers to know. They cheaters. That's what I'm saying. Focus on what matters most. You ain't got time to be bickering and arguing with the nigga next to you while they cheating to get ahead. They're already ahead. They're 500 years ahead of us. So when you go on a corporate plantation, don't think, oh man, this dude must have started from the ground up. Let me tell you something about Caucasians. The real confident Caucasians that had to start from the bottom, that's the first thing they gonna fucking tell you. And their whole mentality is gonna be different. That's a fact. They're not gonna be walking around smiling and joking and being involved in clown shit. They're gonna be like, nah, I started from the bottom and now I'm here. And they're gonna be unapologetic about their struggle. And they're not gonna be trying to befriend you and be on some clown shit. Do your job and fuck out my face, clown. That's how they gonna be. The fuck out of here. That's how they gonna be. But we seem to think in our mind like, oh, man, they must have worked really hard because, man, they're making $150,000 a year, nigga, because they white. Like I told this girl on Twitter, I said, oh, you fighting for black women's rights? Okay, cool. Well, let me know how far your black women's rights get you at a Fortune 500 company. Since you fight for black, see, no, because what they do is they commingle the bullshit. You know, you got white women with women's rights, and then you got black people fighting that whole fight. But those are the same women that voted for Donald Trump. And those are the same women that are going to stand with the dominant society towards the end of the day. They're not going to lose their resources for y'all. Women's rights, women's rights. I bet you if you black and you tell a white woman, oh yeah, women's rights and reparations. You know, we're black. They're going to be like, oh, what? Ooh, I don't know about that. But yeah, women's rights. That clown shit. And then they'll go back and be like, oh my God, this black woman was, you know, she had the nerve to say reparations. Like, what's wrong with these niggers? Like, they're able to just use the same bathroom as us. Whatever happened to that? That's how they think. Remember that. But hey, man, hey, I just wanted to hit y'all up real quick. I know it's late as fuck. I appreciate everybody listening, subscribing. Hey, man, appreciate you, Screwhead. I'll be looking for you, man. I be looking for Screwhead sometimes when Shawnee be in here, but I know it's been sporadic, man. This Court Plantation got a nigga all over the place. We gonna get it together. Shout out to Nuke. She gonna be back real soon. Hey, man, hit the bell, subscribe button. If you don't, go fuck, it's the internet. Hey, you got any books you need me to read or you want me to check out? Hey, man, leave it on the comments. If not, it's all good, nigga. Hey, this is the Know I Don't Know podcast, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Nigga, if you're cooning and sandboning, guilty, nigga. I don't fuck with you. I'm out. Peace.